Hello again, everyone. Today we're going to be tackling "Stood by Me" by not by Pharaoh Roots, by Rival Son. Okay, that was basically everything on the song but the solo. I'll show you the solo after we learn all of the other parts. First, I want to teach you that lead guitar melody. Let's get that out of the way and then we can focus on the chords and the rhythm. That melody is something like this. Okay, I'm playing it slower for you to be able to see it all. What you're going to do is you're going to slide to the 12th fret of the D. Then you're going to play G on the 12th fret and then high E. Okay? Then you play 10 on the D, 10 on the B, and open high E. Okay? Now you go down to the 9 on the D, play 8 on the B, open high E. And finally you go to the 7 on the D, 7 on the B, open high E, back to 7 on the B. And then you go to the main riff. Okay? I'm hearing this melody mainly at the end of the intro and also at the end of every chorus. It's when I hear this melody the most. Now let's talk about that main riff. You can clearly hear from the beginning of the song that you have two guitars doing something different. One guitar is messing around on an A minor and the other one is kind of playing a riff that is pretty short. And what Scott Holidays, the guitarist for Rival Son, does is he puts the two parts together on live performances. So I'm going to show you first that, and then I'm going to show you the rhythm guitar alone and then the riff. Okay, but if you want to play kind of like a really complete part with the rhythm and the riff, you want to do something like this. That's basically a whole run of the riff. What you do is you play an A minor on the 5th fret, okay, so that's a bar on the 5th fret across all of the strings, and on the 7th fret you're going to be playing the A and the D strings. But the first time you play the chord, you're actually removing the ring finger and the pinky from the 7th fret, because you want to play mainly the lower strings from the 6th to the 3rd string on the 5th fret. You want to play that, and you want to hammer on to the 7th fret, to the A and the D. And this happens a lot in the song, this hammer on from the 5th to the 7th fret. So you do this, and then you want to focus on the top strings now, like this. Okay, I do down, up, down, up. Okay? So I first focus on the lower part of the chord, and then on the high part of the chord. Then you want to do this. A double stop on the G and the B on the 7th fret, then on the 5th fret, and then this. Play 7 on the D, pull off to 5, and then play 7 on the A. That's that's basically the whole riff. When you want to go to another part, when you want to transition, instead of playing the pull off, you're gonna play a G chord up here on the 10th fret on the A, and on the 12th fret you play G, B, and D, and then a D chord. You're gonna be playing a bar on the 10th fret, G on the 11th fret, and on the 12th fret D and A. Okay. You do this mainly when you want to transition to another part of the song. Now, those two parts together are, you have this part, okay, that you can clearly hear better on one side of the song. And the other part, it's playing the A minor with a rhythm that is something like this. And in between the rhythm, while the rhythm is happening, you can hear the other guitar playing this. So we know this already. Let's focus on the rhythm of the A minor alone. You're gonna be playing first kind of something similar to the start of the riff. Focus on the lower strings. You don't have to do the hammer now, just and then play the entire chord. And you want to play with staccato. You want to kill the sound of the chord immediately after you play it. Okay, that's super important. And then you're gonna do two upstrokes and one downstroke. Okay, like this. After the second upstroke, you can let the chord ring. And then when you play the downstroke is when you kill the sound. Now you're gonna repeat that a couple of times, and at the end of, let's say, one bar, you're gonna just play the two upstrokes and then play the G and the D, something like this. That's what you can mainly hear on the verses on the studio version, if you really pay close attention to it. Now on the intro, I hear a different rhythm for the A minor on the background that is something like this. And that is playing the hammer on, then the chord, and then playing down up on the same chord. And when you want to end this, you just play. You play the hammer on, then the chord, and then G to D. This rhythm, I'm mainly listening to it on the intro. Besides the intro, I'm pretty sure the main rhythm you should be using is the other one, the one I taught you first. And that's it for the A minor alone. Now, when it comes to the pre-chorus, what you're gonna do is play a D. By watching live performances, the D on the pre-chorus, I can see it's played down here. So you're gonna play the 5th fret of the A, and on the 7th fret you play D, G, and B. You let that ring, okay, and then you play the riff. Again. And that's the entire pre-chorus. It's just playing the D, let that ring, and then you play the riff, the main riff of the song. After you play the D, you can do this. Play 7 on the A, hammer on to 8, hammer on to 9. It's like a little feel I can hear sometimes. now we go to the chorus. For the chorus, we're gonna be playing the G, then the D, and then the main riff. Again. And that's basically the entire chorus. It's only playing the G, the D, and then the riff. And that's when you hear that melody, that lead melody again at the end of the choruses. And now we only have to talk about the solo. That was the main solo. That was the main solo. To start playing that, you're gonna be doing this: 7 on the D, to 5 on the G, to 7 on the G. And then you're gonna do 3 bends, and the third one, you're gonna add a lot of vibrato. Okay? Next phrase. You're gonna slide to the 9th fret of the G, 8 on the G, sorry, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7 on the D. And then a double stop on the 5th fret across G and B, okay? And then you do this fast lick. Play a pull off on the 7th fret of the D to 5. Then you play 7 on the A, pull off to 6, pull off to 5, slide down to 3, hammer on to 5, pull off to 3, 5 on the low E. Okay? And now the next phrases are going to be played with a slide on the record, but I'm going to show you the notes for you to work them out. First, the 7th fret on the G, 11 on the G, 10 on the B, 13 on the B, then you play 17 on the high E, you play that a couple of times and now a lot of vibrato, and then 10 on the B, to 13, to 15 twice, back to 13, back to 10. And that's the main solo. And that's basically it for Stood By Me by Feral Root. Not by Feral Roots again, by Rival Sons. That was the whole song. I hope this helps you and you get it down fast enough for you to have fun playing it. See you on the next video.